Greetings everyone, David J. Coon with Qigong Awareness, here to discuss today the subject of shoulder pain. All right, I should know a lot about this, had a lot of shoulder pain in my past and in my history, and even last night, I still practice a lot of martial arts, lift a lot of weights, the shoulders hurt sometimes. So a lot of times you get people, they try and pick up their milk, right? And literally their shoulder hurts so much. And we talk about the shoulder, we're primarily talking about here. We're talking about the shoulder, the deltoid, we're talking about the rotator cuff even, maybe a little bit, okay? We're talking about up here, which is technically the trapezius muscle, okay? But anyway, people in general, they have a difficult time through here, okay? So most pain that people experience in their body, I'm gonna give you a shortcut, hopefully, because you know, we get this question a lot, does Qigong reduce inflammation? Can Qigong reduce chronic inflammation, acute inflammation? Yes, it can. In fact, I have an entire online course. It's a full weekend program. It's like there's more than 8 or 10 or 12 hours even of video footage on exercises, so you could check that out. We'll maybe put the link in the description below for those of you who really want to dive into that. But let's address some of the basics of reducing acute and chronic inflammation, which is actually the name of that online course, all right? I'm going to give you an exercise. So imagine you have a teacup in your hand. You can even take something, like I'm here on the beach, I could pick up a shell, or you guys could take a little ball or something. That's always nice, like a little tennis ball or something, put it in your hand. From this position, okay, so one of my favorites for working with the shoulder. Now, if I go to move here in this direction and it feels tight right here, again, well, I started to say this, one of the primary reasons for that is what we call blood qi stagnation. The qi is not moving through here, the energy is not moving through here, nor is the blood. So we need to create some movement here. At first it seems, I can barely move it, it hurts, maybe I shouldn't move it. But you need to work through it, okay? Carefully, slowly, but work through it. Imagine you have a teacup here. Start bringing that hand this way, like you're gonna put your thumb in your ear. At this point, I want you to be careful, don't hurt yourself, but if you can reach your arm up here and your shoulder up here, just try and rest your hand on your head, okay? With palm facing up, this becomes a little bit of a stretch. I'm now gonna take my thumb and I'm gonna move it in the direction of my camera out in front of me. You move toward your computer. I'm now gonna curl my hand as if I'm pulling water, like in a pool. I'm gonna bring that here through the armpit area and like the rib cage, etc. And then I'm gonna go again, my hand's gonna go. I don't have to go all the way over my head, I could actually just go right here. But I'm gonna try and keep my palm to the ceiling. I'm gonna go a little quicker now. Go back and watch that again if you need to slow it down. But I'm actually working like this, and notice I'm also leaning and I'm rocking a little bit with my body, and I'm only doing a one-sided practice right now. Love this practice, by the way. So from here, this is so good for the shoulder, the lats, the chest, the various musculature, but not only the musculature in the arms, but also those meridians, those acupuncture meridians that are running in the arms that have so many different things to do with your health and vitality and energy and so on. So notice, I'm staying with the same hand. Try and hold your ball here. Keep it toward the ceiling. Here, cup it a little bit if you need to. Bring it around this way. If you had a ball, this, for example, or a teacup, you can just imagine. My thumb is gonna go toward my ear. My hand can comb across my head, coming forward. And I scoop, and I come through. Thumb, reach, forward press, pull. And I'm gonna go, once I understand it, I can go a little bit quicker with it if I want to. I just wanna find a nice flow with it. Obviously, if your shoulder is bothering you, let's say, I see this all the time in my classes. Let's say I have a little kink in my shoulder somewhere. If I do, I'm most likely not gonna be able to just flow through this, okay? So people will get here and then they feel the tension in their shoulder, and so then they kind of just skip through that area, and you see them making like a blocky motion like this and then trying to come back around. What I would rather have you do is move into that place where you feel that discomfort. Keep trying to move into it. Keep trying to move into it. Stretch it a little. Breathe in your breath. Exhale your breath as you're pushing away slightly and easily. Try and get every single little kink, every little area. And then once you feel a little more flexible, then you can get into this exercise and move a little more freely because your shoulders are already more free. Okay? We can go one side to the other side, or you can just isolate that one side. Let's come up here. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Make a ah sound, okay? Now, another thing that I shared with some of you in a previous video, I'll speak to that briefly here as well. If you're having trouble this is technically the deltoid, it's part of the shoulder. This is part of the shoulder, it's called the trapezius muscle. It goes back into here, this is your rotator cuff, your lats run down the sides here. So one of the primary reasons for tension in these areas is stagnation in blood, as I said, and stagnation in qi. So you need to move it. So this exercise here, knocking on the door, or sometimes I call it gentle drum. You see these little old drums where you swivel them and the little balls tap on the drum. So it's just a swinging and rotating, nice and gentle. And notice here, I'm not even having to lift my shoulders. So this is very good to create circulation of blood and qi through the whole body. And believe it or not, try it for yourself, this is going to be helpful for your shoulders. Now notice when I turn, if you can see that, my heel is up here. That takes the pressure off of your joints going this way. You can also play with this one, and I don't want to complicate it for you, but if you're like, hey David, I've seen that gentle drum before, maybe you're bored with it, you want to try something else, you can also do this to where this foot turns up. If you can see my foot here, and it's not too buried in the sand. So we have a little bit different movement here. The foot is up, the foot is up, the foot is up, the foot is up. Or the foot is down and the heel is up, the heel is up, the heel is up, the heel is up. The heel. I have to shift my weight to bring the front of my foot up back to this side. I have to shift my weight back to this side. So the exercise becomes slightly different, but you're here, okay? This is a very good one. This is also a very good one. Light rolling of the arms. And you see this in a lot of warm-ups, whether people are swimmers or weightlifters or martial artists, whatever it is. The rotation of circles going back and forth to create freedom of blood flow and freedom of qi flow. Sometimes we get the question, what will make shoulder pain go away forever? Well, these exercises done on a regular basis, that's what's going to make it go away forever. When you think about the problems that you're having, if you understand that the main theory behind Chinese medicine and Qigong is a form of traditional Chinese medicine, in particular medical Qigong, one of the main philosophies and theories is if qi is flowing, if blood is flowing, if the lymphatic system is flowing, if your circulation is moving, if your breath is flowing, you're going to be feeling good. The moment it starts getting blocked and stuck, you start having aches and pains. I'm going to give you another little trick and another little secret. Don't drink seawater, but drink plenty of water. Your Coca-Cola, your sodas, your beer, etc. It is all creating stagnation within your body. You need to drink more water. Add lemon to your water if you want to flavor it. Add a little agave nectar so you can cheat and make it sweet, and maybe put a little peach tea in there and drink something non-caffeinated and so on. Keep drinking the water, flush your body out. Watch how much better your shoulders and your body feel by incorporating these types of practices. Thanks for tuning in, guys.